Everybody, welcome to SCNR Training Systems. I'm Coach Eddie, and today I'm going to go over a question I was asked the other day about what is the correct way to do a carry. And here's your answer. There's no one correct way to do a carry. In fact, there are so many variations of carries, I won't even be able to cover them all in this video. And on top of that, if I'm doing one variation of a carry, there are probably 10 different ways I can do that one variation. Okay, so that sounds like I just told you that I don't have an answer, but I do. And I'm going to give you a couple things to think about no matter what kind of carry you're doing. So first things first, I always want you to get those oblique muscles. So if you're unfamiliar with your oblique muscles, think about where your six-pack is and then go out to the side. I want those obliques to work. And what the obliques do is they help with your rotation, twisting, bending, things like that. So they think about stability, okay? Those oblique muscles help a lot with stability. So to demonstrate or to really help you understand that, take a sandbag or take any object and hold it in your hand. Now, don't let that object, don't hold yourself up. Let that object pull you down. All right, so it pulled me down. Now, I'm gonna need to use my muscles to pull me back up, specifically my obliques, okay? My six-pack's not gonna really help with that, my six-pack, but my obliques are. So, every carry you do, whether it's a suitcase carry down by your side, a farmer's carry with it in both hands, whether the weight is underneath your shoulder, whether the weight is on top of your shoulder like a farmer's carry, maybe it's in a bear position, maybe it's in a low bear position for a carry, no matter what the carry is that you're doing, you're going to focus on using those obliques so that the weight doesn't control you, rather you control the weight. All right. Now, each variation that you do, there are multiple ways to do it. So, if I'm going to do, let's say, a suitcase carry, like I was demonstrating, I could focus on a couple things. I could use my trap to help hold my weight up. But I don't want to do this because most people overuse their traps. So let's cut the traps out of it and try to use something else. So let's think large muscles first, pecs or lats. All right, so I want to get my pecs or my lats or both involved, okay? And then the other smaller muscles can join in the fight as well to help keep me strong and sturdy. But what I'm not doing is using my trap. Look at how easy it is for me to turn my head side to side. If I was using my trap, it would look more like this. Range of motion is a lot more limited. Pecs or lats and obliques on each and every carry, try to stay out of the trap as best you can. Now, if I'm holding a heavy object, I'm probably not going to want to carry it down by the side, unless I have a really great farmer's carry sort of bar to use, or I have a great sandbag with a strong handle. But if you're using something like I'm using, or even a dumbbell or a kettlebell, over time, you may not want to actually just hold it by your side. You may want to start to pull it in here to your center, especially as the weight increases. So think really heavy sandbag or stone, something like that. All right, so if I'm holding it here, I'm going to squeeze that object together with my elbows, okay? And then I'm going to take my armpit and close it. So squeeze, elbows, and close my armpit. Now I can feel my pecs here, and I can feel my lats here. And if I was holding a heavy weight, that would just intensify. And once again, remember, I'm using my obliques. I could do the high bear hug, or I could do the low bear hug position, which is essentially the same thing. Squeeze those elbows together, get those lats involved by squeezing those armpits down. And my obliques are involved. If I throw the weight over my shoulder, I probably want to think about pulling that shoulder or that armpit down and closed and then holding it there. So this would really increase the way I feel my lat working, as well as my obliques, because I might be unbalanced because it's only on one side of my body. All right, if I'm wanting to work on my grip strength, maybe I hold it down by my side. That'll also work your obliques a lot as well. So you're probably sensing that there's a commonality here. Okay, and that it's your obliques are fired up in everything. And if you're picking either your pecs or your lats or both to be the primary muscles in helping support you as you hold the weight in no matter what position it's in. Now, I like carries for many reasons, but let me start by saying that I do carries 3 to 4 times a week, and I add them into my routine, whether they be during my warm-up or my main set or getting towards my cool down. And I don't have to do them for much. Maybe some days I only do them for about 100 yards or so. But I love carries because they help to build spinal integrity. So think about this. You're running. Every time you're running, your spine is getting compressed slightly, okay? Wouldn't it be nice if you could do something that's a little safer, or that is safe in general, to help build that spinal integrity so you stay away from some spinal issues, okay? Carries is one of those great tools and resources to use. Another reason I love them is because they focus so much on your obliques. If you can get your obliques to start getting involved, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel your obliques a lot. And another reason that I love these carries is because they build hip strength. Glutes, hamstrings, quads, okay? And the other smaller muscles that are in our hips. Those muscles will fire up if you're doing carries correctly and if you're using a heavy enough weight. And last reason, if you can do a carry with a heavier weight, you feel awesome. It is very fun to be able to pick up a heavy weight for a carry and go and then drop it, okay? And you feel on top of the world. So those are some reasons that I love carries. Those are some different variations of carries. Those are some ways for you to think about doing your carries, and those are the muscles that we want you to feel during your carries. All of those questions or thoughts have been answered in this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to Dr. Jordan or myself. We will answer your questions, we will provide guidance and support, and as always, we do coach. We are behavioral coaches that focus in strength, conditioning, nutrition, and recovery. So we focus just as much on the 1 hour inside the gym as we do on your 23 hours outside the gym that allow you to have a great workout for that 1 hour. Let us know if you have any questions. Please feel free to reach out to us. Follow us on all social media. We even have a Pinterest now. Michael puts on, or Dr. Jordan rather, he puts on a lot of recipes for our Food Friday on Pinterest, so you can share ideas with us that way as well. Take care, and thanks for watching.